I got to start. What's it like with jumping into a major Hollywood production? It's a rock'em sock'em. It's almost like the old fashioned series that we've seen for so many years. Obviously, it must be exciting, but what's it like to be in that playground?
It's when you're running around, playing cops and robbers as a kid, it's like that, but doing it as an adult. So, I think we all got to pinch ourselves to what we're actually doing, because we're just living out our childhood dreams. We're running around the streets of LA, getting to play these tough cops with cool gear, getting in fist fights and doing crazy car chases and stunts, and getting to play heroes on network television. So it's to answer your question, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy showing up to work every day. It's a lot of hard work. The hours are long, and we just finished filming season 4, which was about a 9-month stretch. But it's a lot of fun.
Do you have a favorite moment that stands out in terms of like the moment you realized what kind of production you were part of? Like going back to when you first started in the show, or even just this season, is there something that pops out for you?
There's always something every season where you walk onto it. Even Shemar has these moments, and he's been doing this for 25 years. But we always talk about it. You have these moments where you step on a set, and you feel like you're stepping onto a big blockbuster movie set. That's the scale and size of our show at times, where you step on, there's base camp, there's catering, off in the distance there's a chopper circling around. Over here on another unit they're doing a car chase, and you sort of realize how small you are, what a small part of this production that you are, because there's a lot of people that work very hard to make this show go.
You mentioned Shemar. I want to talk about Victor, but before I get to that, just speaking of Shemar, he was here in Toronto when just before the show launched, like doing upfronts basically. And the energy he exudes, what's it like working with him on set? Is that what he's like in person on set?
Yeah, I mean, the energy that he's just a fun guy. I hear you guys love him in Toronto. That's what he says. That's what he tells me. I actually had my bachelor party in Toronto, and he flew out for a night to show me a good time. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, he's just the energy that he has, and just the exuberance, and he's just a fun, cool guy. And he's a huge reason of why we're successful as a show, and not just on screen. We all know what he can do on screen, but it's what he does behind the cameras as well, behind the scenes. And he's just a very generous and selfless guy, and he's always looking out for his other actors. He's always looking out for the show. He wants to create the best environment on set so that everyone can do great work. And then when you get past all that fun goofball and stuff, he's just a really down to earth, laid back, and we've become very close over the years. He actually lives a mile down the road from me now. We both moved up to the Valley in 2020. So we've become pretty tight, and I think it'll extend years past SWAT.
That's awesome. So looking at Victor's future, is there anything you can tease that's coming up in this season that we're going to see some more of him?
Yeah, we have a great episode. For us, it's in 2 weeks from last night's episode that kind of centers around Tan's character. So every few episodes, we get kind of this Tan episode. So next episode's a nice Tan episode. We'll see him coming from the beach. He does a little surfing. There's a bank robbery that goes down a couple blocks. Boom, he's off to the races. And then that's the Tan character. He's all about the action, the foot chases, the car chases. And we learned a lot about him this season, kind of including, we've been talking about this pending engagement that he has with Bonnie. And in the next few episodes, we'll kind of see all these loose ends kind of tied up in the finale.
It was nice seeing, I think it was episode 7, the kind of his involvement with the competition and everything there, and kind of how it panned out. I wondered, is there going to be something like that comes from that later on in the season?
Yeah, the T-Light competition, that was kind of a cool thing between the young guys and gal on SWAT. I think we concluded that there's so many episodes, but I think Chris won the competition. Right, we finally got Luca back from Germany, so he's back on the squad. So it's kind of feeling like we're all back together. I don't think we'll see any more from that competition, but I think it could bleed over into the next season. She'll be off to Germany because she won. And we have some rumors, it's nothing set in stone, that we may be taking the show overseas again next year. So maybe Europe is one of those destinations. That's
so cool. Well, speaking of your hopes, if you had something you could do with him, what's one thing you'd like to see him do?
It's each season, the writers, I think they do an amazing job. And with each season that passes, we find out more and more about the Tan character. But I get to do new stuff, I feel like, with each season that passes, and they think of it all. The stunts that I've gotten to do or been a part of on this show, that's been a dream come true. You feel like you're playing this action hero in a big blockbuster movie. That's sometimes the scale of our action sequences. Since we've wrapped, I haven't thought much, but I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna dream up some ideas. And our writers are really awesome in that they'll really collaborate with the actors and have in-depth discussions about where we want to take these characters. And the Tan character, I've always said, it's an important character. It's not often that we get an Asian American sort of action heroic character on a TV show. So I feel a responsibility with him. They do as well. So wherever we take him, I think it'll be a well thought out kind of process.
Thank you very much for the time. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations. It's been great seeing your rise from Quantico to this, and I look forward to seeing what comes next.
Thanks a lot, Andrew. Pleasure speaking with you.
Have a good day.